The hidden truth about aging. How missing one vitamin could be as bad as smoking. What if your daily choices, not your genes, held the key to how fast you age? Most of us have been conditioned to believe that aging is an unstoppable biological process. Wrinkles, brain fog, memory loss, and energy dips are often accepted as inevitable. But what if science told you otherwise? What if missing just one vitamin could increase your risk of dementia as much as smoking does for cancer? Welcome to the real science of aging and the tools we can use to slow it down. Vitamin D, omega-3, and magnesium. The silent deficiencies. Let's start with what you're not getting enough of. According to recent studies, a deficiency in vitamin D could raise your risk of dementia by up to 80%. Yes, 80%. That's not a typo. It's a public health disaster hiding in plain sight. And it's not just vitamin D. Your omega-3 index, a measure of essential fatty acids in your blood, has been shown to be just as predictive of early mortality as smoking. Shocked? You're not alone. Add magnesium to the mix, a mineral involved in over 300 enzymatic processes, and we have a trio of deficiencies that silently erode your health. About half of Americans don't consume enough magnesium, and research shows that those with higher magnesium levels enjoy 40% lower all-cause mortality and 50% lower cancer-related mortality. Why is this happening? Our modern diet, stress, sedentary lifestyles, and a culture that treats symptoms instead of root causes. These aren't fringe ideas, they're backed by decades of biomedical research. The science of movement, reverse aging in the brain and heart. We lose about 1 to 2% of our brain's hippocampus each year after middle age. That's the area responsible for memory and learning. But in one study, people who followed an aerobic exercise protocol didn't just prevent brain shrinkage, their hippocampus grew by the same amount. What did they do? It's called the Norwegian 4x4 protocol, a powerful form of interval training. You push hard for 4 minutes, rest, and repeat 4 times. It's efficient, measurable, and has been shown to reverse heart aging. In fact, a group of 50-year-olds who adopted this routine had hearts resembling those of healthy 30-year-olds after just 2 years. This isn't theory. It's replicable, accessible, and free. Creatine, more than just a gym supplement. Let's bust a myth. Creatine is not just for bodybuilders. In one groundbreaking study, researchers kept participants awake for 21 hours, a level of sleep deprivation that would cripple most of us. But those given 25 to 30 grade of creatine not only maintained mental performance, they did better than people who were well rested. The reason? Creatine acts as an energy buffer for your brain's mitochondria, helping neurons maintain performance under stress. I've personally tested this during high-demand days. Early flights, deadlines, family chaos. A modest dose of creatine clears the fog like magic. It's one of the few nootropics that's not only legal and safe, but also backed by real data. Magnesium, the mineral you can't afford to ignore. Let's revisit magnesium. Beyond its link to mortality, this mineral influences sleep, mood, glucose control, and even DNA repair. Still unsure about adding magnesium to your routine? Try this. Track your sleep quality, mood, and energy for 1 week without it. Then introduce a high-quality magnesium glycinate or citrate supplement. The difference is often night and day. Of course, food-based sources matter. Pumpkin seeds, spinach, almonds. But in our depleted soil system, even whole foods may not cut it anymore. The aging toolbox, saunas, fasting, ketones, and more. Fasting, ketones, and more. Some of the most underrated anti-aging tools are also the oldest. Sauna's regular sauna use, just 4 to 7 times a week, has been associated with 50% lower cardiovascular mortality. Why? Because heat stress mimics exercise, boosting growth hormone, improving endothelial function, and enhancing mood. Ketogenic diet or cycling. Fasting or low-carb protocols help your body switch to fatty acid metabolism, activating ketone pathways that reduce inflammation and may protect against Alzheimer's. It's not about being in ketosis all the time, but knowing how to cycle in and out intelligently. Red light therapy, used correctly, red light exposure improves skin health, stimulates collagen, and may even enhance mitochondrial energy production. It's like photosynthesis for human cells. The gut-brain connection. You've likely heard, "You are what you eat." But let's go deeper. You are what your gut absorbs. And new studies suggest molecules like lactate, once blamed for muscle burn, actually serve as fuel for brain and gut cells. This changes the game for performance and mood. Even our micronutrient absorption depends on gut health. So taking a supplement isn't enough if your microbiome is compromised by stress, poor sleep, or ultra-processed food. Multivitamins. Worth it? Surprisingly, even a basic multivitamin, like Centrum Silver, has shown real-world benefits in cognition and episodic memory in older adults across multiple clinical trials. It's not glamorous, but the data says it works. Of course, quality matters. Avoid supplements with fillers, artificial dyes, or low bioavailability. And remember, supplements should support a healthy lifestyle, not replace one. Real stories, real change. A colleague of mine, a tech entrepreneur in her late 40s, was constantly fatigued, foggy, and frustrated. After testing her micronutrients, she discovered she was low in vitamin D, magnesium, and omega-3s. She also started doing 2x weekly sauna sessions in the Norwegian 4. Fast forward 6 months, her productivity skyrocketed. Her resting heart rate dropped, her mood lifted, and her lab panels improved across the board. This isn't a miracle. It's just biology optimized. Doing a re-warner. Aging is optional, suffering is not. We may not be able to stop the clock, but we can absolutely slow it down. Start with a simple blood test. Check your vitamin D, omega-3, and magnesium levels. Add 1 or 2 practices from this guide. Track how you feel. This isn't about perfection, it's about momentum. Because the most powerful form of wealth isn't money or status, it's health span. Your ability to stay sharp, mobile, independent, and fulfilled for as long as possible. And best of all, most of these tools are within your reach today. If you found this article helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more science-backed insights on aging well, staying sharp, and living fully. Let's age like warriors, not victims.